Before I found the Lord, I was a single parent with 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and I was on drugs. I used methamphetamine before I had my first child, and then I quit for 5 years, and I had my second child, and then after that I started using again. I had a vicious cycle of addiction. My situation was I was facing a life sentence in jail, and I was fighting never ever coming home. When the DA and everybody was telling me, no, she's gonna get life, no, she's gonna get life, no, 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 no. The Lord told me to be silent, stand still, and watch and see what I will do for you today. You see these Egyptians that you see now, you will see them no more. To me, that prison was my Egypt. And that's the day he told me that I was gonna go home and I was never gonna go to prison and I wasn't gonna get that life sentence. And he opened those doors for me, and I did not get that life sentence. I accepted the Lord when I was in there, and when I went in there, everybody kept telling me, put everything in God's hands, put everything in God's hands, and I didn't know him like that, I was just leaning on like what the DA was saying, what the case was saying. I didn't know him, to trust him that way. And I would say, yeah, I'll pray, but I really didn't. And my kids were out here suffering and going through this journey that I was going through. They were going through it out here. And they got taken away from my mom. The CPS took them and they went to foster care. And when that happened, that's the thing that broke me. And I said, I can't do this no more, Lord. I can't have my kids suffer anymore for my sins. Help me. And that's when I surrendered to the Lord. It was amazing. In there, some people would go in there and say, how do you smile? How are you so happy? Because there was a new joy inside me. I had a hope, I had faith, and I had a real relationship with the Lord. And I started studying the Word. I started reading it, and I started, like somebody will say, how do you know when the Lord speaks to you? You just know. When I read that scripture in Exodus, I knew he was telling me that I wasn't going to prison for life. He didn't say I was going to get out tomorrow, because I stayed there for 7 years, but he worked on me those 7 years. But even I faltered and I wavered, because it was court date after court date where they were saying no, no, no. And even my attorney was saying, well, they want to give you 15 to life. I said, that's not what God said. And he was like, well, let's just wait until he didn't believe. And I said, no, watch. And when he came to tell me that I wasn't going to get life, I said, do you see? I told you. He goes, yeah, you did. That situation I went through made me who I am today, because if he didn't take me out of, just like Pastor said today, he doesn't lead you to safety, He took me out of the streets and using and getting high, and he put me in a jail, but yet he had his plan that he was going to open that door for me. He was going to part that Red Sea for me. And I believed it when I read it. I'm not going to say I didn't never doubt sometimes, when the judge said no, I would run back to my cell and cry and pray. I said, Lord, you told me different. You told me different, And I just want to encourage, maybe not everybody went through my situation. Maybe they have a family member that's going through my situation. But if they can, just maybe relay that. If the judge is telling you no, don't listen. When man says that this is how it's going to be, he has another plan. And if you believe in him, really, really believe in him, and let him show you, he will show you.